Hello everyone and welcome back to Alone in the Dark. So we are in the second to last video of
Ruth,
this
are you there?
playthrough.
No.
I said in previous ones that there are only 12 videos for this. I also said that the game isn't very long, and it's not. Edward's probably is the one that took me the longest, but that's because he was my first playthrough, so by the time we get here to Emily, I was able to basically run through
The
it
castle
fairly
built the
quickly. I
Zojas for an
think
exercise in
Emily's,
animation.
I
It is
finished it
very
in about
interesting and
three and a
moving
half
picture,
hours
and
as
has even
opposed
ordered an
to
aeroscope
Edward's,
camera for the
which was like
company.
5 hours or
I'm looking
so,
forward to
maybe
seeing what kind
four
of
hours for Emily,
phantasmagoria
tops.
he will produce. For
So
now,
it's not
his
going to take us very
zoetrope
long
takes
to get
liberation.
to the
It's not
end.
the
We're
little man
essentially
passing his
in
head
the
plump right now.
penultimate
It's the
chapter where both
spell
of the
of
main
that
characters
flickering lust.
relive past trauma. For Edward, it was an old case that he did, and for Emily, it has something to do here with Derceto itself. So let's get started.
What is going on here?
So, something that I didn't know until recently was about maybe 3 weeks ago, they ended up closing the developer for the Alone in the Dark remake. It's always sad whenever a developer gets bought out by a larger company or they get shut down by their parent company due to not meeting expectations. And usually those expectations are money based, which is unfortunately the case for this studio. THQ Nordic is owned by a larger studio called Embracer Group. And Embracer Group shut down Pieces Interactive because Alone in the Dark did not make as
This can't
much as
be.
they were expecting it to when the game released. So they shut it down in June of 2024, which was, I think, last week or the week before.
What's happening?
Radiography. Hypothetical.
What's this? Oh, that's better. Oh no, it's still happening. I guess I never got a chance to look around this place. This feels familiar somehow.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jeremy, where are you?
I'm stuck in the mud and the fire is taking sinking me.
Jeremy? Can you hear
The
me?
motor is dead. I can't do anything more.
Hang on, Jeremy. I'll get the boat running. I'll get you out of here. The boat is run aground, crashed right into the bayou. If I get the motor running, I could try backing into the river. I can break this. Yeah. I think it just needs fuel to run.
I'll try.
Jeremy?
Are you ready to tell me what's happening in your package?
What's happening?
I put a rope around my neck, and then I strangled all life from my body.
Uncle!
Are you under the impression that you died? Yes. No. I was supposed to die.
What does that mean to you? That you were supposed to die?
I'm the catalyst. I had to die to make the story happen.
Story? What are you referring to, Jeremy?
30 years ago, Frederic needed me to die.
Jeremy!
You're not making any sense, Jeremy. Come back. Find your focus.
Uncle?
I cheated everyone. I didn't play my part. I escaped my doom. Destiny!
Again, find your focus.
Jeremy!
Now everything is wrong. Nothing is in place.
Hey, listen to me! We're gonna drown!
Calm down, Miss Hartwood. You're not in any danger.
But... Jeremy... He was here, wasn't he?
Miss Hartwood, I am beginning to suspect your family curse is catching up with you. Have you ever talked to a doctor about your condition?
No. No, I was just confused. I thought I saw him for a moment. I'm fine. I'll let you be.
Miss, I want you to know I'm here to help, if you need me.
There's something missing. This is my room. I belong here. When I get back, I did this. I wrote that. I don't know the combination. Wait, maybe I do.
Darling, I finally found that photograph from my time in France during the war. I don't expect this to be your fiancé, but it did make me think of him. What an incredible man he must have been. You were lucky in a way. He could have been a nobody and died falling into the Mississippi. Instead, he volunteered to travel across the world to fight for people in despair, dying with honor like Achilles at Troy. I am jealous of you. Or maybe him. It's all incredibly romantic. That's what I wanted to say. Please feel free to use my camera if you want to. It might cheer you up. It might bring him closer to you. Even if just in memory. Ruth. Darling, I finally found that photograph from my time in France during the war. I don't expect this to be your fiancé, but it did make me think of him. What an incredible man he must have been. You were lucky in a way. He could have been a nobody and died falling into the Mississippi. Instead, he volunteered to travel across the world to fight for people in despair.
How long have I been here? Is this how you travel, Ruth?
The war in Europe rages on, and America is doing its part to hold back this German aggression. Ships from Boston and New Orleans arrived yesterday
I'll find you,
to
John.
bolster our gallant forces in France. These men will play a crucial role in helping our allies defend the innocent and defeat the German war machine.
was that? John. John. Oh God, I thought I was done with you. nothing here.
American expeditionary forces face
John?
considerable losses in France. The brave men fallen on these
John.
fields forever be
Oh,
as the
John.
vendors not of just Europe, but the world.
What's the matter, Emily?
President Woodrow Wilson spoke to
I
our
can't do this.
asking them to stand tall.
What's the matter?
Their
I
husbands.
can't take you dying again.
Speak of them proudly. And remember
I'm
them.
still hurting.
What's the matter,
But
Emily?
the war effort in Europe is not our
Your death was just so
death numbers on the home front
Shameful.
are on the rise due to
unfair.
the influenza known as the Spanish. The New Orleans City Council decided to open yet another emergency hospital, the old Derceto plantation.
Where is this? Where am I? I need the key. Oh, come on. That's better.
Closing the Refuge, June 17, 1919. It is with a heavy heart that I must declare the Deseto Refuge to be harmful beyond saving. As an emergency hospital, we have over the last 2 years treated hundreds of patients suffering the so-called Spanish flu.
What's that? 2:17. Oh, John. I didn't know this is where you would end up. I didn't want to know. I stopped visiting you because I couldn't stand the indignity of your awful illness. I was ashamed of you. Ashamed of myself. Forgive me. Please, John. Let me go. Are we done here? Is this what you wanted?
John. John Marcus died at Deseto of the Spanish flu. Emily stopped visiting him because she didn't want to see him waste away. She adopted a lie because it felt better. Emily hated the pathetic man that passed away in Deseto, but she was very proud of the man she made up.
Miss Hartwood, lock the door, will you? I'd rather not run into dear Dr. Gray if I can help it.
This feels strange. So very strange.
You okay?
This place? It's like something from my childhood.
It's just a private study of a very peculiar man.
I think this is it. I'm properly mad.
You should be. Dr. Gray's playing with fire. Derceto's a powder keg of loonies, all ready to play their part in a murderous cult.
I'm trying to say I've lost my mind, Detective. The Heartwood curse has caught up with me.
I'm sure you're exaggerating. Try to focus on whatever you've been doing.
Right. Breaking the Dark Man's contract. Does it even matter anymore? There's a book missing.
A secret door.
Looks like it.
Careful. Let me go first. Now we're talking. Great job, Emily.
Found anything?
Oh, Dr. Gray's in so deep, I knew it. He's as mad as his patients. I mean, look at this. She who can till the soil of this sick world and begin again. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Absolute insanity.
I have the strangest sensation that this is somehow Jeremy's room.
What? No. This is Dr. Gray's private quarters.
I want to apologize, Detective, for my elusive behavior tonight. I'm glad you haven't given up on me and my uncle yet.
Ah, you got nothing to apologize for. In fact, you've been out of my hair for most of the evening, you're self-reliant, and you've been helping with your own particular brand of investigation. As far as I'm concerned, you're an exemplary client.
Thank you, Edward. Mr. Carnby.
Good to finally meet you, Mr. Hartwood. I'm here on the behalf of your...
This has something to do with the numbers for the talisman.
The snake dagger.
I can't believe I didn't see that before. Hello? Who's there? Jeremy?
Jeremy is with the Dark Man. You can't save him.
Jeremy is with the Dark Man? Where? Who is he? What is the Dark Man?
The Heartwood curse. He will come for you too.
Since we're getting close to the end of the video, I want to go ahead and say my goodbyes now. So thank you so much for joining us. We are, like I said, at the end. The last video would be the end of this playthrough, and afterwards we're going to continue with our Resident Evil playthrough, where we're going through each of the games, or rather each of the early games. Pretty much we're on 2, we only need to do 3, and then we have basically finished the first part, which is 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then Separate Ways. And then afterwards, I have to make the decision about whether or not I'd be playing Resident Evil 5, 6, 7, and then also if I'm going to be doing like the tie-in games, which is like Revelations, and then Revelations 2. So yeah, I have a lot of decisions to make, but right now I'm not going to make those. Right now, I'm just going to focus on making sure that we finish Alone in the Dark. I've already pre-recorded this, so the only thing that I need to do is just basically make sure that all of my edits are the way that I want it to be, and then that's it. So with that being said, thank you again. I'm going to let the rest of this play through, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
You heard the telephone ring, right?
No, the telephone's cut off. I tried calling the police earlier.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Hey, Mr. Carnby?
What?
Nothing, right?
It's a closet?
That's right, Detective. I'll see you later. I have to finish this.
You're going inside the closet?
I know what it looks like, but I can't explain it, much less justify it.
All right. You do what you have to do, miss.
Goodbye, Detective. I was ashamed of you. Ashamed of myself. Forgive me. Please, John. Let me go.